This video is brought to you by my lovely patrons over on Patreon. I'd like to give a huge shout out to Anina, Clay, Mariah, Maddie, Edalis, Dre, Thomas, Tara, Zoe, Zuzia, Ainsley, Sabine, Jimma, Bailey, Azzy, Jacqueline, Monica, Jordan, Green, Lizzie, Willow, Danny, Blessing, Avery, Maddie, Alexia, B, Max, T, Taylor, M, Lovely, Antonina, Anna, Valen, Ali, Obsessed, Brianna, Nicole, Carnations, Kristen, Tequila, Autumn, Emily, Sarah, Vanessa, Nini, Nura, Matcha, Ava, Yasmin, Leah, Kayla, Ali, Ginny, Vika, Inez, June, Elizabeth, Penguin, Sammy, Roland, Rose, Lydia, Mila, Adrian, Lexi, Bana, Chi, Madison, Beck, Jemiah, Mads, Rachel, Daisy, Honeybee, Jade, Hooves, Rose, Alyss, Caden, Sponge, AJ, Kate, Jay, Praxton, Nicole, Terry, Hollow, Rebecca, Allison, Jacqueline, Jakaria, Mina, Lilith, Ange, Jasmine, Lizard, Haley, Kiki, Illyria, Lady Demista, Zebra, Lala, Ari, Amy, Busy, Molly, Xylosaurus Rex, Lunaris Galaxia, Maya, Novastar, Annie, Tori, Ariel, Bolchi, Bree, Zael, and Jenny. If you'd like to support this channel and get some pretty nifty perks such as exclusive weekly audios and novel readings, the link is in the description. You called me in, ma'am? And you are sure that this place doesn't have any recording equipment in it? Oh my God, you killed it. You did so good. I can't believe it. No, of course, you are the most talented performer that I have ever met in my entire life, obviously. But, you know, usually people save their energy for the last performance on the tour, on the leg of a tour. But the penultimate one, you're usually just kind of gassed out and don't have the energy for it. But you went out there, and I'd say you gave one of your best performances of the tour in totality. Everything went over perfectly. I made sure that everyone was in their places, that everything was going properly. I don't know, but, honestly, you didn't even need your backup dancers. You didn't even need anything with the way that you were absolutely murdering it out there. A true and true slay if I have ever seen one myself. Stop it. I don't know. I'm not good with compliments. You know that. I'm not good with them. Like, I obviously super appreciate it. Very much so. But I don't know. I'm not... I know that I am putting a lot of work in ever since, you made me kind of like stage manager and bodyguard as opposed to just bodyguard, but that means a lot. I really am trying my hardest for you because I see how hard you work always. Behind the scenes, I see how much you care about everyone on your tour working together and getting along. Most artists don't take that prominent of a role in curating that type of atmosphere, and most actually work against curating that atmosphere. So the least I can do is help you out in that aspect. I know this is probably maybe an easy answer, but you're doing the acoustic version for your outro. That was something else. Getting everyone riled up the entire time and then just bringing it down and soothing with like a crooning ballad acoustic guitar outro, getting everybody in their feelings and their emotions. That was fantastic. Nah. No, if you would have come out for an encore, I don't know exactly how you could have topped what you did at the end there, so I think it's best that you didn't. And plus, you have done encores at mostly all of the shows, and this was a special outro thing, so you didn't. You were totally, it was absolute perfection. Don't even insinuate something like that. Just because you are providing me with my ability to make money and live and travel the country, that has absolutely nothing to do with my opinion. I will always be objective to you. Remember when you were wearing that dress for the Wyoming show and I said, no, that is just not going to do. And then they outfitted you in a more appropriate for the area outfit, and then the crowd went wild, and it was like all over, like, oh man, she can rock country style, or I don't remember what was it like the Daily Beast? It was something like that, an article. Anyways, so the point is, besides the fact that you should absolutely wear cowboy boots more often, is that I will never lie to you about what I think. Yes, even if it could potentially put me out of a job. Because I know that would never happen. I know you trust me enough you promoted me literally within like 6 months of working for you, so... Well, I would hope that that's not true, that there wasn't any, other underlying reasons for why you promoted me. I'm hoping it's because I showed my work ethic is very, very high, and that our ability to communicate is also very, very high. Okay, good. You got me a little bit worried there, but not too much. Not too much, just a little bit. So, are you excited to finally be done? 2 days. Can you believe it? Well, technically 3 days, because you're going to have to recover from the show when it is in 2 days. So, but after that, you're done for a while. Yeah. Album release. I mean, what has it? It's been like a year, right? From making the album to going on the tour to now, like that's a year straight of going and working and not even having a moment to yourself. So how is it going? Do you think it's going to feel when you actually sit down back at your flat and you're like, okay, I can finally breathe? Well, I can imagine how that's gotta. There's got to be a moment of euphoria when you just sit down and then all of that tension and stress like just evaporates from your body. Yeah, no, I'm really, really excited for you. You deserve so much, and you deserve more than anything to get your rest now. I think 100%, no doubt in my mind, for sure. No, it's. Well, I was about to say it's nothing, but I realize that I just went on a whole spiel about how I will always be honest with you, regardless of anything that could possibly come from resulting from that honesty. And I'm now realizing that with me saying that, I've screwed myself kind of, because, we've been around each other for enough time that you know exactly what I look like when I'm perturbed. So I guess I gotta tell you, huh? Yeah, you are right. I'm pretty professional, good to go all the time, and you know, in the position that you put me in, you don't actually have time for nerves. They're not exactly welcome in my profession right now or at any moment. I mean, a nervous bodyguard would just be, that's kind of an oxymoron, right? Almost. Yeah. But I think I'm allowed to be nervous about what I am about to say to you right now. I hope this doesn't throw off your final performance. And if you and if it if you think it might, I can just kind of save it till then. No, hey, you're right. You're right. But let's not completely always throw my words back at me. Thank you very much. Oh, wow. I My cousin is going to be in the States for the winter. She's going to be in California or something like that. And I told you about her, very, very, very sweet girl. She's a fashion designer, and she actually has an apartment that needs upkeep in London. So when I get off tour with you and you get off tour, we will both be going to London because I will be flat sitting for her. Yeah, and also she has a couple of cats there that I'll be taking care of as well. They are named Flopsy and Mopsy, which is very odd because those are rabbits' names, and I don't know why exactly she thought it was a good idea to name them that. And I am in eternal fear of the moment when I go over and I see that she has adopted a third one and named it Cottontail. Right. The reason I'm telling you that I'm going to be where you are for the near future is, and maybe, and if I am very, very, very wrong about this, I will literally leave this room right now and go to my hotel room and feel super, super embarrassed. But there have been multiple moments on this tour and in the recording process where I have sensed some romantic tension between the two of us that is very much mutual. So I was wondering, when we both get to London, if you would maybe like to come over to my place and have lunch as a date. It is really, really, really not nice to tease someone like that. It isn't, but I'll let it go because it's you. No, not because you are a pop star, because I like you. Very much so, actually. So I wasn't crazy, right? You've been sending signals for a while now. I mean, I don't like to think too much of myself, but uh, in that part of dreams when you come over and you look off stage as if there's someone there, and it just so happens to be that you're looking at me. I'm not reading too far into that. Well, I never said I wasn't oblivious. I don't know. You're such, you're like this big giant ball of light. You're a star, and not in the way that, oh, you're a star, but you're like, you exude positive energy and light, and it is a little bit intimidating. And I didn't want to, and because of the nature of our relationship as essentially coworkers, I didn't want to read too far into it and ruin everything that we had, because we had such a good thing going. That is, I don't know. I'm very, very, very excited to hear that, honestly. And I mean, I'm no Carlos. I can't cook up the stuff that he does, but I will tell you what, I make some mean sandwiches. Mean, filthy. But no, okay. I was trying to describe them in a good way, but I realized filthy is not exactly what you want to hear about a sandwich. They are very delicious, I guess. I do have the habit of rambling. I do. I guess the question I have to ask you is, how do you plan on preventing that from happening? Yes, I am asking you if you would kiss me. Is that okay with you? Well, if you need to, you can fire me, but I think we can keep it a secret for another 3 days, don't you? All right. I think that the limo is around back outside, so we just need to take the back end exit and we will head out. Oh, you mean that? Well, if I am face to face with a pretty girl who I have intense feelings for, and she wants to stay in my hotel room for the night, who am I to disagree?